Hi guys, welcome back to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope and this is where we say inawezekana. We give you hope, we tell you never give up, never lose hope, always keep hope alive. If you are new here, welcome to this family. This is where you belong. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back. This is where we all belong. Let us interact in the comment section. And as usual, I'm going to heart your comment. So guys, today, let me go down the memory lane and I do this recap of how we started life afresh in America once we came here like 4 years ago. Yes, how we started life, because it was not easy, as you know, moving from one place to another, starting life there. It is not something easy. You are all fresh. You don't know how things are done. You don't know how it is done, where you can get this or that. But let me give you my experience on how we started life here. So once we got our visas and we booked our flights and we arrived here, it was on mid-January. And it was on winter, when the winter was so, to us, it was so bad. We have never experienced anything like that. So once we came here, we were cleared in the airport, and then we moved. You know, in the airport, it is warm. In the airport, there is nothing like winter. I don't know if they regulate the temperatures in there or what. But once we got out of the door, the big door that it is written arrivals, yes, that's when we were hit by the cold. It was so bad. But we went into our host cars and we drove to their home. So we stayed with our host for less than 2 months. You know, my family is big. We had 3 kids, so it is a family of 5. So it was not, you know, this is a family, you have brought another family here. As a parent, you know, you look at your kids and you are like, if it is my wish, let's start life as early as possible at our place. You know, let's get an apartment and start our life as early as possible. So one thing, you cannot get an apartment if you have not lived here for a month or so, because by that time you don't have a driver's license. You are supposed to have a driver's license when you have lived here for a month, you know. So after 30 days, now you can go get a driver's license, do the driving test, the written test, then you get a driver's license, which is a permit, which is like a permit. You have not done the road test, you are given a permit, but it works as a national ID, identification card. So we got our IDs, now the DLs, and we decided to look for an apartment. Because by that time I was working, my husband was also working. Yes, when we were 1 month old, we were both working. So we looked for apartments and from different complexes. We went for the first one. We were told, no, you must have a bill on your name so that you can be given an apartment. So that is their rules. So we left there. We went to another complex where we told them we are new. It is only 1 month, blah, blah, blah. We only have the social and we have the green card, and we have the DL. So they told us, we'll give you an apartment, but you have to pay a deposit. 1 month deposit. We had money. So we paid. Now 2 months, the deposit and that 1 month, and that 1 month rent. So by that time, so we were told the apartment. So guys, by that time, we were told the apartment that we were to take, that it was already it had already people inside, but they were vacating at the end of that month. And you know what? After they vacate, it has to be renovated. So you were given like 1 month. Yes, like 1 month to wait for them to vacate for renovation and everything. So now we had a date that this particular day, I remember it was on 17th of March. I can't forget that day. 17th of March, that is when you are going to come and enter your apartment. So you can imagine the whole of February, that on particular day, you are going to go to your own house, to your own apartment. So you can just continue buying something. You can go there, you buy cups, you can get some money and buy plates and everything. Yeah. So we started life. I remember on that 17th, I think it was on a Saturday. I think so. Yeah, it was on a Saturday. So I was to go to work. You are a new person. You don't know how to ask for a day off. But you know what? You have to move. You have to move to your apartment. So this is what I did. I just went to work because we didn't have a lot of stuff to move or to carry. The heaviest thing we had were clothes. Yeah, I just want to show you guys how we started life. So I left my husband and our host. They did the moving. I went to work. I took an Uber and I was taken to work by Uber. So they moved when I was not there. By the time I was coming from work, I had to call an Uber again to take me now home. Now I have to give the Uber the direction. And you know what? I don't know. I can't remember the building in which my apartment is. But you know, the address, it will take the Uber guy to the leasing office. Guys, so and it was raining, and that time it was 11 p.m. at night. This is a new complex. I don't know my house. I don't know my apartment. It is in which building. This is an Uber guy. He is relying on me to show him which building. So we arrived. You know, when the GPS tells you have arrived. So it said you have arrived when we were at the leasing office. So the Uber guy asked me, where is the apartment? And I was like, I don't know, let me call my husband so he can come out. I see him and I will know where I live, because they just moved in today. I don't know where is my apartment. So I called my husband. It was so raining and he was like, I'm not coming outside. He was asking, where are you? I'm at the leasing office. No, come to, even him, he didn't know, but come this way. Come this way. Now I'm like, how? Which way? But all in all, the Uber guy, he drove around until I saw my husband up the stairs, and I told him, yeah, it is here. I can see my apartment over here. But the Uber guy was patient with me. He knew, he knew I'm new, so he understood, and he dropped me near my building, and that was for the first day. For the first day, we got lost for like 3 minutes. It was not easy, but I managed. So, starting life. I went there. I found my children, my husband. They were there. They have cooked ugali and some sukuma, and they are enjoying our first meal in our place. That's a joy. Well, that is a joy, you know. But guys, I know you're asking, did you have chairs? Did you have beds? Did you have... Yeah. Now, this is how it was. Starting life, you have to start small. We could not afford to buy beds for everybody. We could not afford to buy like 3 or 4 beds at once. That's the truth. We could not afford to buy beds before you could move from our house place. So we started small, guys. This is America. We had to start from scratch. Have you ever heard of air mattress? Yes, I heard about it that time. we had to use air mattress. It is a mattress where you buy in a supermarket or in a store, very well packaged, but when you go to your house, you put in the plug, electric plug, and it is pop, like a balloon, but it is a mattress. And that's where you'll be spending your nights. So we started with air mattresses. Yes. We didn't have any otherwise. We had to start from there. But you know what, guys? So long as you have pots and knives and whatever, you're good to cook, right? So air mattress, it was just like a bouncing castle. We could make fun. Instead of going to bed, you are just jumping on the bed. But we are enjoying until God blessed us and we were able now to buy good beds. So about that bedding, what we bought were just bed sheets and duvets, whatever, duvet. Yeah, but air mattresses were there for us to serve the purpose. Now, we continued, by that time we didn't have internet. We have kids, they are bored, staying in the indoors, no TV, no internet, no what. By the end of first week, we knew where to get the internet. After internet, do we have TV? You didn't have TV. We just had phones. And the phones are the Infinix. The Infinix phones from Kenya? Those are the phones that we were using. So without Wi-Fi, without internet, we could just go to calculator, even WhatsApp, no. We could just use WhatsApp and Facebook while we are at work, because at work we have Wi-Fi there. We have internet there. But when you go back home, it's just like that. We suffered for 1 week. Then after 1 week, we got internet. Now, we have internet, but for kids, they are just bored. We don't have a TV. We don't have anything to keep them busy. And the apartment is empty. Guys, it is empty. We didn't have a dining. We didn't have a... We could just spread the Masai shoe cards, very well. Then we make a circle. We eat our food there. Very peaceful. The happiness, the togetherness as a family. Oh, we didn't have a lot, but we had amazing time. We could just sit there on the floor, on that Masai Shukas, and we enjoy our meal there. Yes, we could cough, and you could hear your echo from the other room. We don't have anything. And then guys, we had a garage. And we didn't have a car. Talk of faith. So, we started small, but we were very happy. Let me tell you one thing. You cannot be proud of your host's big things, big couches, big beds. It is good you be proud with the smallest you have, which is in your name. And that is why, guys, I normally advocate that you stay with your host for the shortest time possible. You don't be a burden to them. Don't be a burden to your host. Come here with something. It will help a lot. So what we had to do is just to buy food, unga, rice, those sweet potatoes, and the food in general. But then we had like 3 pots, 3 sufurias, like 5 plates, 5 spoons, 5 cups. Yeah, we could just one meal, and all the dishes are dirty. So we had to clean them then in one meal. And 3 pots. 1 for ugali, 1 for skuma, 1 for chai. Finished. Yes, and then we had to buy a pan because of Chapo's eggs and whatever. So we started like that. Our house was so empty, but by the grace of God, we went on. As the time went on, we were like, are we going to buy a car or are we going to buy a seat? Are we going to buy a seat? Are we going to buy a bed? Which bed? Whose bed? You know, you are too many, even you don't know. Maybe you are going to do a raffle. Whoever takes number 1 gets a bed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes we remember where we have come from and we laugh it and we just thank God because it was not easy, but we managed and we took it so positive. So we bought a TV. We bought a TV for my kids. And now, guys, you are buying a TV and you don't have anywhere to put it. Gosh, you have bought a big TV, you know, but you have not bought a stand. A stand. Yeah. So we bought a TV and we put it down on the floor. Because we are sitting on the floor. So we are just direct. You just sit down and your TV is. So, and we enjoy life. But that time it was, I think there was some football matches. You know, I'm not good in these things. Yeah, there was like World Cup going on. I don't know if it is World Cup or what. In 2018, guys, you can remember. So we could watch TV, those balls, on the floor when we were seated on the floor. Yes, but we were enjoying. We could shagria. We could celebrate whoever wins. Yes, but it was so good knowing that this is your place. Even if you have nothing, that is your place. If you feel you are not going to clean the dishes, it is your place. No one will ask you. You don't feel guilty that you are seated and the dishes are dirty in the sink. So that's how we started life. And slowly by slowly, you find, oh, you have beds. Oh, you have a nice seat, nice couch. Oh, you have a dining set. Oh, you have a car. Guys, I can tell you a car is not a luxury here. I told you. After we moved from our house, we didn't have a car. But in 1 month after moving from their place, we had a car. I am telling you the truth. We bought a car before we could buy a bed. We bought a car before we could buy a bed because a car is more necessary than a bed. Because for the bed, you have to improvise. You know, you have improvised with the air mattress, but you can't improvise a car. So the needs here, they are very different from the needs back home. We bought a car before we could buy a bed. And we could, yes. So you imagine, you are parking your car, and then you are coming to sit on the floor. Yes, that is America. Because a car is a necessity than a bed. Because a bed, you are not sleeping on the floor. You are sleeping on the air mattress, which is like a bouncing castle. Yeah, we were just enjoying, and that is it. So you have to start small. We could remember how we used to have a good life back home. The big beds, the big blankets, the comfy beds, you know, the comfy seats. You remember back home, but you know what? You say, no, I'm not in Kenya. I'm in America. I'm going to get better things that I had back home. Better beds, a better house, a better car. But back home, we didn't have a car. But yeah, God blessed us with cars. So you have to start from somewhere. I just decided to do this video because it is depressing to some people when they come here and they had to start from air mattresses. Guys, and it is not only us. Most people start from scratch. Start from air mattresses. If you don't want to be a burden to your host, Like us, we could not afford to be a burden to our host. Our family is so big, we could not afford to be a burden to anyone. So we decided, let us go. We pabana with our Harleys at our place. We will manage. And we managed. And so far, so good. Now we are not sleeping on the floor. We are not sitting on the floor. Now our house is not empty. You can't hear an echo. God has blessed us. So you have to start from somewhere and trust the process. Be patient and take life positive, and everything falls in place. Right now, we don't eat from on the floor, on the Masai shukas. No, because God brought us from that level. And I'm not bragging, but guys, God is good all the time. You have to start from somewhere. That is just a small thing, or a small part of our life as we were starting life here. So whenever you come here and you don't want to be a burden to your host, if you want to be a burden, it's good. Be a burden to your host. But let me tell you one thing. Hosting, if someone offers to host you and you are a guest, most of the time, and I'm sure people will people will say this is the truth. Most of the time, if you don't get out quickly, most of the time you are not going. There will be a something not ending well between you and your host. If you want to be a burden to your host, it will not end well. It will end in premium tears. So move out fast before worst happens. Yeah. And that's what by doing that, you are going to remain friends with your host, because you did not burden them. You did not see like they are misusing you or exploiting you. Yes, I'm going to talk about that in the next video. But for now, guys, move fast. Move fast. Start your life from scratch. And God will bless you. And you are not, in some months, you are not going to believe. You're not going to believe. So that's how we started life. There are some pictures that Shiro had put here because we had to take those pictures for memories, and we thank God. So far so good. And guys, I hope I have inspired you. Until next time, bye bye.